Hello, everybody. It is I, Brandon. I'm back. And I'm actually at my old spot where I used to do videos pre COVID. And I haven't done one here since COVID. So it's a little weird, but that's okay. We're here. I apologize for the wind. I don't have my cool fancy microphone. I'll have it eventually. I don't remember where it went. I'll try to stand so the wind doesn't affect the microphone, but whatever. I wanted to do a quick video, maybe not so quick. We'll see how long this takes. On a couple of things. One, I am now 60 days nicotine free. Yeah. So I started smoking cigarettes a long time ago, and I smoked for like a long time. And then I decided that I didn't want to smoke anymore, but I wasn't ready to quit. So I started vaping. This was probably back in like 2015, maybe. And the way that I got myself to quit cigarettes and start vaping was that I basically made the vape liquid so much stronger in nicotine than the cigarettes that I actually got more addicted to vaping than I was to the cigarettes. So that was great because it got me off cigarettes, but not great because it took me like an additional, 6 years or 7 years almost to quit vaping. That was actually hard. So I thought maybe I would share like how I actually did it. Okay, it's about to start raining a lot, so we're gonna meander a little bit more into the inside here because it's raining. So I thought I'd share a little bit about like how I actually did it because it's actually kind of interesting. So starting back probably about 6 years ago when I started vaping, I was at like 20 something milligrams of nicotine, which was like pretty high. Believe it or not, those Juuls that you can get at like the stores and stuff, they're actually a lot higher. Wow, it's actually really raining. The hill behind me is all rainy now, so okay. That's fine. But so I was really hooked on the vaping because like the nicotine level was so high that it really made it hard to like get off of it. So what I did and how I actually got myself off of it was I made basically I set it up like torture. And I'll explain. So starting about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I began reducing the nicotine level. So it went from like 20 something down to like I think it was like 18 or something like that. And then from like 18, like after about 6 months or so, I dropped it down to like 14. And then, I kept dropping the nicotine level down. Believe it or not, I got it all the way down to where during COVID times, I was at, I think, 0.75, somewhere between 0.75 and 1 milligram of nicotine per ounce or whatever for the vapor liquid, which is like tiny. Right? And the way that I quit was I basically, the state of Oregon put in like a tax that increased the price of vaping, and that was going to kick off in 2021. So in November of 2020, I basically bought myself like all the nicotine liquid that I was going to have, and then a couple of like bottles of just like liquid with no nicotine, zero basically. So I could take the level and go lower and lower and lower by mixing the zero in myself to the point where for, I'd say, June through August, instead of just ripping the Band-Aid off and quitting, which I should have done, I was basically vaping where it was interchanging between 0 and like 0.25. Like, and I couldn't even, like, sometimes it was 0, sometimes it was 0.25. I was just, every few days I was mixing it up differently. So it was more like torture, like to the point where I was craving the vape, right? And I was vaping, and then I wasn't giving me anything, and it was making me more angry, more upset. I don't know if that's the best way to quit something, but it was effective because by September, I had so much extra stress coming on with work and stuff that I thought for sure I was going to just keep vaping, and I only had like a little tiny bit of nicotine left, so I didn't know what I was going to do. So I kind of just made a decision to just like see if I could go like a day without it, and I did. So once I did that, I think that was Labor Day, where I had a little bit in the morning and they didn't have any for like the whole day. And it was like kind of eye-opening that like, because I didn't even have nicotine left in there, it wasn't doing anything, So even though I was craving it and I was vaping, it wasn't actually clicking that button in my head that was satisfying the addiction. So the addiction was just, angry, basically, that it couldn't get what it wanted. So then I just stopped. So that was it. Labor Day was like the last time, and I put it all away, and I didn't even make it all the way through. I had like this much like nicotine liquid left, and I had like a bottle with about this much zero left. So I could have probably gone all the way to Christmas if I wanted to drag it out. But I made it so torturous and so unreliable as far as the nicotine level that I just stopped wanting it. So that's, I guess, a method for how you quit. You step down the nicotine level to the point where you then start torturing yourself so that you'll no longer even want it. So I will say that my consumption of cookies has dramatically gone up since the reduction of nicotine. I think that's related. I hate to admit it, but I actually think that I've always had a sweet tooth, and I've always liked cookies and candy and things like that, but cigarettes and then nicotine and vaping gave me the ability to kind of channel that childhood addiction into something else. So I just fell back to my childhood addiction, which is cookies and candy, which I guess is okay, but I have to. So that was topic 1. I quit vaping. No more nicotine. It's been 60 days, 0 nicotine in the system. I'm sleeping better, I think, maybe. Other than that, I eat more cookies. I don't know. I feel healthier, I guess, to be honest. I do feel like I don't know. It's like, even without the nicotine, the liquid in the vaping wasn't healthy. The coils and all the metal and stuff that was burning, it's not healthy. There's so much not good. And I don't even know if going from cigarettes to vaping was it might have actually exposed me to more harm than if I had just quit cigarettes completely. But I didn't have the willpower back then to do that. I didn't think I had the willpower now to do it, but I did. So you might even surprise yourself if you're trying to quit something or change something about yourself. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is just start the process. If you start the process, surprisingly, you might actually succeed. It's just a matter of actually starting the process. So that was topic 1. Topic 2, this will be a quick topic because there's people starting to show up out here, and I don't really like people around here. I think it's because there's a church right next door, and the church may have just ended, and there's a lot of people all of a sudden that are here, so it's a little awkward because I think they're listening to me. Whatever, that's fine. I mean, I'm putting it up on YouTube, so what do I care if these people are... But these are real people. They see me. It's weird. I don't like it. Okay, so topic 2. So topic 1 was nicotine. We got that. We're good. Topic 2. The wife and I have been walking 3 times a day, every single day, as much as we can, to the point where we're trying to get in around 6,000 steps a day. Mainly because the smartwatch was saying that we were becoming sedentary. And I'm not going to have a piece of technology tell me that I'm sedentary. I good and damn well know that I was sedentary, but I did not need that additional reminder. So for it's probably not the full 60 days, but for the last 45 days, we've been walking almost every single day, 3 times a day, sometimes more. So that's been really good, I think, to get the physical body kind of moving. And the fact that I quit nicotine, I think, is it's helped me pick that up as an additional, if I'm going to quit one thing, I'll take on a new life-changing thing. And sometimes when you quit an addiction, it's a good opportunity to do a shift where you take on something new. See, now the clouds are the rain has stopped. Now I can see the hill behind me is you can actually see it again back there. There it is. So weird. It's a dynamic weather today. We'll say that. Very dynamic weather. It's been rain, no rain all day. I have a few more minutes until I have to go get my Walmart order, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm in between things. I usually would be picking up trash. Topic 3, trash pickup. I have still been picking up trash every single weekend. Not as much as I'd like to. This morning, for instance, I had an extra 40 minutes or so that I was going to be out picking up trash, but it started raining. It's clear now, so technically I could end this video and go do some right now, and I actually might, depending on if the Walmart order is ready now or not. Variables. Topic 4, variables. sometimes in life, when you expect things, or you expect people to be a certain way, um, and they aren't, or things don't happen the way you expected, or whatever, it can cause frustration. I'm trying to balance this and have this whole like flow, don't expect things from people or from life or from anything. But it's really hard because, like, for as much as I don't want to expect things, I still have like baseline expectations for things. And so there's moments where I'm like, I really want to just move past this, but I have like a baseline expectation for what I expect of either coworkers or friends or family or whatever, or just complete stranger in line with me at a Safeway that decides to bump into me, like actually ram me with their cart 2 times. First time I'm like, hey, whoa, you know. Second time I'm like, okay, that was on purpose, dude. What the hell? So I think maybe I haven't figured this one out yet, but my best advice is lower expectations for everything, yourself included, because even me, I'm having moments where I'm like, dude, I can't live up to the expectations that I used to have for myself. Not that I'm like falling short constantly, but I feel like I'm not able to be as much of the version of me as I want to be because of life situations and because of limits and all this other stuff. I just kind of feel people are, everyone, coworkers, family, friends, everyone, they're getting like an 80% version of what I'm capable of, as far as like, I don't know, any example. But point being, I think this whole COVID time has taken a lot out of people. I think people have forgotten how to be people. Fuck it, I don't care. At this point, I think work on yourself. Like me, I quit the vaping. I'm trying to work on, walking and doing trash pickup. I've gone back to school, so I'm taking a class. Work on yourself. Try to make it, make this coming out of COVID whenever it's over, if it ever is over. But try to make this whole time period something that you can look back on as a time when you changed. You made it count for something. I just feel like it's a rare opportunity that we get for these kinds of like huge shifts in society. I mean, not really that rare. They happen quite often, but still, take advantage of it. See what happens. All right. Well, I'm going to go. Thanks, and enjoy your day.